Hey everybody, this is TJR. I have 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, this is TJR, and I have an eBay CD and vinyl haul that I want to share with you. Bought all of these on eBay. I found some interesting releases that I want to talk about and tell you about the music. Maybe you will be interested in checking out these albums as well. Also, I wanted to just take a moment to give you some updates on some of the videos that I'm currently working on, some of what's coming down the pike. I'm presently working on a video where I will be discussing and analyzing the song Little Dreamer by Van Halen. And a lot of people asked me if I was going to do anything on Van Halen, and so yeah, I am working on this one video. We'll see how this one does. I already gave a preview of this video to my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to be a patron supporter, you'll find the link in the show more information here. Also, another video I'm working on is entitled Tidal versus Spotify versus Apple, where I discuss these three leading music streaming services and why I prefer Tidal over both of them and why I will never use Apple Music, at least for the time being. And I actually recorded this video and then looked at it and thought, why am I so somber in it? And just thought, nah, we're reshooting this thing. So got to reshoot that one. I've started writing a video regarding Springsteen's last two albums. I know I've said on this show that I'm not really a Springsteen fan, but I have some things I need to say about his last two albums that I'm going to talk about. I also have another video that I've completed, and the title is Led Zeppelin a band or a singer? Real questions I have been asked. And this is the video based on a real question that someone asked me and what my response was. And I've already previewed that one for the patron supporters as well. So let's go ahead here and take a look at what we got here. So first of all, pick this up from a seller in Japan. Now this is Rickie Lee Jones, A Girl at Her Volcano. Now if you know me, you know I love Rickie Lee Jones. She's a real favorite of mine. And this particular release, A Girl at Her Volcano, here in the United States, it's never been released on CD. It was only ever released as an EP, which I bought back in the day. And by and large, unless you want to buy, like I said, a foreign release, that's the only way you can get it. It's never been re-released on CD. It has been released digitally. You can stream it on Tidal and Spotify and Apple Music. But this was from Japan, and it's in a mini album replica. It was an EP, not really a full-length album, but it's in the replica. So it comes even with a replica sleeve, which was just a blank sleeve. That's how it was packaged, but they give you a replica sleeve. And then, of course, the way they do on the Japanese CDs, they replicate the original album label, put it in these little poly sleeves. They give you this little bonus book here, of course. This has the lyrics in it and has them in Japanese and in English. And I don't believe the original lyrics were ever included on the original EP release, the vinyl one that came out back in the day. It's never been re-released on vinyl. So it's been kind of a more obscure release by her and a harder one to get for that reason. In fact, for a while there, it wasn't even available on streaming, but over the last year or so I noticed it was. But this here was just really reasonably priced, this Japanese version. And these Japanese CDs, there's always a lot of quality in how they're manufactured and made, how the packaging is done. I've never been disappointed by these types of issues, these Japanese reissues. And yeah, very pleased with them. So picked up this, and once again, very reasonably priced. Let me just put this away real quick here. So next, we have this gem. Jeff Buckley's Grace is one of the best rock albums I've ever heard. And when I listen to this album, I'm so floored by it, even to this day. I sometimes think I really do need to do a video just about this album. The tragic thing, of course, is his sudden passing so soon after making this album. I really do think that Jeff Buckley could have been one of the major rock artists of the century had he not died so young. And but this here, now I should mention I've already owned this album. I've had it for years, but I've never picked up the deluxe edition, which is what this is. So this is the double CD and DVD. You got 3 discs in this, 2 CDs, the album, a CD of bonus tracks, and then a DVD of live performance. And I have listened, of course, to the album many times, and I love the album. I've listened to the bonus CD of the bonus tracks. That's a phenomenal disc. Haven't checked out the DVD yet, but I intend to. It comes with this booklet here, and very nicely made booklet, in my opinion. Lots of information for those of us who like to read about the release, which I do. And there's the booklet. But yeah, if you've never heard this album, you really need to do yourself a favor and pick it up. And of course, this was a used CD, but it's in great condition. Also, from the same seller, as part of the bundle, I have this. Jeff Buckley live at, I don't know if you pronounce it Chennai or Sinai. That's the name of the club. I believe it's pronounced live at Chennai. No, I'm not going to look it up and get the right pronunciation. You know why? Because trolls need something to do. When you mispronounce a word on the internet, you give a troll work. Because trolls love to correct you when you mispronounce something, and they love to be able to lord it over you that they knew how to pronounce something that you didn't. And so you have to try to give them work wherever you can. So I deliberately mispronounce things here on the internet so that trolls have something to do and gives them a sense of purpose, because God knows they have nothing else going for them. And anyways, though, but here is the front and back here. And this also is a deluxe edition of a previous release. It contains 2 CDs of live performance and a DVD of live performance. Unbelievable. And this is an expanded edition of a previous release that I'll show you in a moment here. But here's the booklet here. I have heard the CDs. Haven't seen the DVD yet. Yes, I know. I need to get to the DVDs. But I've heard the CDs, and they are amazing. The performances are absolutely amazing. And believe it or not, this is a deluxe edition of this, which was just an EP, originally released as an EP here. And it's very short. It only has like about 5 songs on it. And this was included in the bundle. I did not previously own either of these or the deluxe edition of this album. And the seller had all of them for sale and on sale. Very nicely priced. It was an incredible bargain. No, I won't discuss prices because I don't even remember anymore. But trust me, it was good. But yeah, so these 3 releases from Jeff Buckley, of course, these are posthumous. Of course, this is too, because this was after his passing. They released this deluxe edition with all the bonus materials. And yeah, I think I at some point really need to do a video about this album, Grace by Jeff Buckley. Yeah, one of the best rock albums released in the 20th century. Okay, so now let's get to the vinyl here. Need to get my knife out and open these up here. Give me a moment here while I do that. Okay, got the first one opened up here. Let's get rid of the box here. No, I actually don't think you need to see me actually open it with the knife and all that and open up the card, but I don't really think that's important. This cover is gorgeous looking. Okay, let me show it to you. Here we go. Etta James, At Last. And I don't know how well you can see it here on YouTube, but the colors on this reissue are gorgeous. Now, I have only owned this as a digital album. Back in the early days of digital music, before streaming was what it is now, in fact, before streaming I think existed, Amazon had their MP3 store, and daily they would have the MP3 deal of the day. And they would have albums for 99 cents, $2, maybe $3, depending. And it was cheap. And they had a different one every day. And I remember during that time, I experimented with a lot of stuff because, hey, $1, $2, $3, big deal. There are worse things I could waste money on. And so this was one of them. This was one of those albums here, right here. and I really liked it, but never got a physical copy. And then when I saw this on eBay, just so well priced, so affordably priced. And then I also found out it's on blue colored vinyl too, which is cool. Doesn't affect the sound in any way, but it's cool. I thought, okay, yeah, I really got to get this here. And so I'm looking at it here. Once again, the color looks absolutely gorgeous. There we go. There's a little bend here on the end, I've noticed. Not happy about that, but I'm going to live with it because it was such a good deal, you know. I'm not going to try to get a replacement. I think that's more trouble than it's worth. But we're going to open this up here and take a look at the vinyl here. Give me one sec. Okay, we have broken the seal on the shrink wrap here. And let's take this out here. There we go. Okay, here it is. Very nice. Very beautiful. Yeah. Let me put this away. Okay, I put away the vinyl. And once again, I've only ever owned this as a digital album. This was her debut album. And it's gorgeous. It's a wonderful record, just wonderful songs. And I've never gotten a chance to read these liner notes. These are the original liner notes on the album itself. So yeah, looking forward to checking this out on vinyl for the first time. And it'll be like listening to it again for the first time, in my opinion. There we go. Okay, let's look at the next one. Okay, the seal is broken. Let's look inside here. There we go. Ooh, yeah. Wait till you see this. There we go. Let's put the box away. Get that out of the way here. You ready? Billy Joel, The Nylon Curtain, original master recording. This is a 2-disc set. And there we go. After doing my video entitled Sounds Like the Beatles Episode 2, where I discussed the song Scandinavian Skies off of this album, I began to realize that my copy of this album is really old. It's a really old CD. I knew that there were better quality versions out there now. So I went looking, thinking, maybe I'll see if there was a remaster, And I found this on eBay. And once again, I found it brand new, very reasonably priced. And for what it is, these original master recording releases are not cheap. There's a lot of care and attention put into them. So I'm gonna cut this plastic sleeve that it's in open. It's actually sealed. There we go. Let's cut that open here so we can pull this out. And I don't know if the original album was ever released. I don't think the original album was ever released as a gatefold, but this is a gatefold because it has 2 discs. There we go. Let's open this up here. Okay. Aha, I see here. This is what you've got inside. Now this artwork you're seeing here in these lyrics, this is originally what you saw on the inner sleeve when it was just a single album. These are, of course, let's see here. Let's take a look here. These are in the MoFi Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab sleeves here. So you've got these advertisements here for their other releases, and these are, of course, in static-free sleeves here. There we go. I don't think I'm going to pull this out just yet. It's just black vinyl. Yeah, I think, it's very clean. I'm going to just leave it in here until I'm ready to play it the first time. The first time I play it, just like the Etta James one, I'm going to digitize it during its first playback. And here we go. Let's put this back in here. The Nylon Curtain, I think, is one of Billy Joel's best albums ever. And I think it's his Sgt. Pepper album. And he has said in interviews that he was trying to go for a Sgt. Pepper vibe in that he was using the studio as an instrument in the way that the Beatles did, and that he was also trying to make every single song a different color, a different flavor, in the way many great Beatles albums are. Okay, so that's my eBay CD and vinyl haul. And what have you picked up lately? What are the releases you've picked up? Be sure to share in the comments. As always, if you like what I'm doing, be sure to click like, click subscribe, and smash that bell notification icon so you can know when I release new videos. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all stay safe and healthy.